supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action this time with Love. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Love back to it here after the pick 6. Open man, Amari Rodgers complete. Field, mark him down at the 49. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Love setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. He'll find Jones again, complete. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And he can't do it all on one throw.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
After the sack on 1st down, Love. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. Bulldozes past him. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. And this is caught. Touchdown, Packers! Colin Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was moving it downfield.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They go with Chubb on second down. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go. Now back to throw.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Bryant with a catch right side.
And the Browns are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run with Chubb, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Second and 5 now. Love. This one swung out here to Jones. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll lead here to a third down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where he goes, that's where you find his body, and he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And he's got his big tight end here.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Complete, it's Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On play action, Love to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Love from the gun. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Love now to pass on 1st down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Play fake. Here's Love. That is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Love, they go play action now. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down. An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Love. A check down here to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. To throw now, here's Love. Touchdown! Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. This time, the extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the air. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. The Love's throw complete there to Johnson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Colin Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers on one play have taken the lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Hands it off out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. Room here to run. And down to the 27-yard line. A big pickup there on the run. I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Love now. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play action this time with Love. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
They'll throw now on the final play. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out. Maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Finney, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb. Powers through him, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Browns 13. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A give. This is Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. It's a big play there for Green Bay. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Off the play fake, Love. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing. Love. He gets this one to Johnson. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Love looking to throw it. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on a catch and run. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And still fighting. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Love. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
First down, going to the air with Love. He'll find Jones again, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again on second down. Love. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Again, it's Love. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Working out of the gun. Love. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. McPherson on for the point after. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Browns drive about to get started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the...
Touchdown, Packers! Colin Johnson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A run there on first down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off into 4th. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On the carry, it's Chubb, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. A big off.